Beautiful though. And I would love to know, when you watch this, what did you have on the wrist? Let me tell you right now, I have on Snake Eyes, the black Tissot that I purchased from Trifecta so long ago. It has become one of my premier pieces, one of my favorite watches to wear. And yeah, man, you should go and get you one too. You know what I'm saying? You, matter of fact, stop what you're doing. Go down in the description right now. Go over to Jake's place and say, you know what? I'm gonna pick one of those out. And you don't necessarily have to get one of these, but you do have to go to get a Tissot, because you know, you just think about this, man. What's Tissot? Man, I forget. 1853. That's when they came out. So like, it's a prestigious brand, man. One of the first brands to actually process their watches, just like what company was that? The Ford Motor Company, the Model 1, Model A, Henry Ford. Yeah, bro. Like, yeah. So you need to go out and get that. You know what I'm saying? The dimensions are right, the specs are right, everything will be working for you. It's integrated. It's the it's the one. It's the one that you need. Don't think about it, just do it. And if you're not a part of that group that buys this watch, man, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? At least that's what the YouTube gurus are saying. Welcome in, everybody, man. I go by the name of Trapvision 3D. If you don't know, if this is your first time here, I welcome you to sit back and enjoy this live stream, or if you catch on a replay, because I know it's early in the morning, yeah, pull up a chair, snack, and just go ahead and do your thing. I got that from another channel, one of my favorite channels to watch. Is that Captain Spaulding in the building? What's going on, man? For Creative Assembly Line, yeah. With that's my point exactly. Tissot was the first, Tissot was the first company to actually assemble multiple watches, man. They just like, hey, they're not even handmade. We're just going to assemble all these things on the line, keep it pushing. But you don't have to go out and buy Tissot if you don't want. If you like it, matter of fact, let me take it off the wrist real quick. And what do I like about this watch the most? Well, I love the carbon nature of it. I love the carbon fiber of this watch. I love the thinness of it. I love the wearability. The strap on this thing is so comfortable. Yeah, you know what I did though? I actually took the strap off and got an aftermarket strap. The aftermarket strap did not work correctly, and then I was having a hard time with realigning this to go back on there, pulling that out of position. And of course, I can always get another strap, but I had to readjust it. So I was like, oh man, it kept popping off my wrist, and I definitely don't want to lose this watch. This watch, when I tell you, it's one of the most comfortable in my collection, and I enjoy it. I enjoy wearing this watch. No questions asked. No questions. I will go to this watch every time. There's a couple other watches. Here, I'll put this down for a second. I'm going to tell some stories about some watches this morning, and of course, y'all know I'm going to display some watches. I got watches in my pocket. I got watches everywhere, man. But I want to discuss something. In lieu of this whole AP fiasco, and you know, for the record, I've heard this DDG character, right? This guy, I don't even know what he does for a living. I know he makes money, he's rich, but I sat and watched his stream, or whatever it was he did. He dropped the video, and then people responded to it. He responded to the AP collab with Swatch, and bear with me on this one. I've mentioned before that horology doesn't belong to one person, right? Horology should be fun. We should be enjoying this thing, like, period. But let's go back in time. Let's go back to the 1800s. Let's go back to like right before Rolex was created. What was the demographic? Who were buying watches? Who was these watches made for? And the original wristwatch, according to legend or history, was made for a queen or something like that. I can't remember. Please don't. Hey, look. My mind is, there's a lot of information out there, and I can't remember the lady or the queen or dignitary, whoever she was, but the watch was made for her. And as far as I read, the first wristwatch was made for a woman, and the very first wristwatch, which was a pilot watch, was the Cartier, right? So you have that historical figure. And what's this? Okay, thank you for that text message. But here's the skinny. the rich, the wealthy, noble characters. These people were the ones rocking watches, man. And the men, pocket watches, had it in their suit pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, these are the people, top dogs. These are people that was forging the nation. You know what I'm saying? They was moving and grooving, doing their thing, regardless of what. And we're not gonna get into history of all like the social stuff, but I'm telling you, well, yes, we are. The social stuff, like a watch showed that you had money. Period. And now this DDG character, man, bro, black dude too. Man, he was talking strong on there, man. You talking strong. He was talking about, man, I spent $200,000 on my AP, and man, what you doing, AP? What are you doing? And I'm sitting there looking at this thing like, bro. Now it's already that when you look at YouTube, and I'm gonna say this, majority of the people on YouTube, we got different skin structure, right? We're a different culture. And when we're talking about watches, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all this morning. In order for you to be heard, in a lot of cases, you can talk value watches all you want, but I'm telling you, a luxury watch has to come up at some point. If you're good at marketing, if you're good at promoting, if you're good at doing your, you can make your channel move. But there is a stark difference between advertising, making a name for yourself, showing a passion. Like, all things go together. So if you have a passion, and I'm talking to the person on the other side of the screen that wants to start the YouTube channel, and you necessarily don't have to do watches, but you want to talk about your passion, possibly turn it into a business. Well, I'll say do your research and go for it, do your thing. But when we're talking watches, majority of the people that are talking about watches is going to talk about your high-end pieces. They're going to talk about, he's a D-list rapper, to be honest. I don't know him. I don't know the guy. I've heard this. I've heard my kids talk about this guy like a year or two ago. I looked at a couple TikToks, man. He was holding stacks of money. I don't know the dude like that. But what I do know is, as a black man, you talk it out the side of your neck, arrogance, man. And the first thing I'm just gonna put this out there, man. The first thing is like white folks showing their luxury goods and making us feel like we less than. But guess what, black man? And if somebody see this and they go back, and I don't care, as a black man, that was garbage. That was garbage display. You bought a $200,000 AP to impress females. Stupid on you. I mean, it is. It is. If you rapping, or by you being a rapper, or whoever this case is, man, and this goes for anybody that's talking about this. Is what I'm talking about. This whole horology thing don't belong to you. It's trash, the fact that you feel that you've made it to a certain level, and that's the truth. There's a lot of people that will never be able to buy a luxury watch. There's the people that can buy luxury watches that won't do it because they think it's a waste of time. They'll buy a quartz piece all day, every day, before they go and spend their money on it. I'm gonna show you guys a couple of watches. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you something. I was in Speedway, right? And I met a guy. His name is Larry. He saw me doing this show, and after the show was over, we sat and we talking watches. It was beautiful. Came over to my spot and saw all the watches, and he was like, like, okay, tell me, walk me through. And he saw this one. This is the Mil 40. This isn't a Panerai. It is a homage piece. Now, this is frowned upon from a lot of angles. Somebody that owns a Panerai will find this detestable. Why would you buy a fake watch, or buy something that's not the real thing? Because that's what my money did. That's what my intention was, to buy something that, hey, I can't buy a Panerai. I want to get something like it. I want to put it on my wrist, and I can't wait to save up $8,000 to get the one that I want. Well, I'll do it eventually. I'll get to it, but this is a part of my journey, which brings me to, and I'm trying to stay on topic with stuff, man, but it's so much stuff that goes on YouTube, man, that I'm looking at it as a consumer, as a customer of social media. I look at the content creators, the aficionados, the professionals, the sellers, the flippers, the horologists of YouTube. And those that frown on these things, cool. Can't say anything about it. That's your opinion. But when you get out there and you drop a video saying, hey, top 5 watches you should have in your collection, or the do's and don'ts of your collection, and then you go in your video and say, you have to learn, you have to. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you another one. Deep blue, this is an older model right here. This is an older piece right here. This is the 200 in this watch right here. It's a beautiful watch. It's robust. This thing like 44 millimeters. It's thick. I want to say it's about 15 millimeters tall. Big boy. I don't have my calipers, but I imagine that that crown on the thing was about 9 millimeters or something like that. It's a big crown, knurling, the whole crown guard. This thing is set up like an Omega Speedmaster, or Seamaster, I'm sorry, Seamaster. The lume on it is decent. Nice watch. I call this thing Ultra Magnus. Deep blue, got the American flag on the back of this thing. You can't see the movement, but it's a Salida 200 in this watch. Swiss movement, robust watch. I'm talking about the watch sits in. Now, this isn't everybody's fancy, and there will be people on YouTube that'll tell you don't get this watch because it's going to, one, look foolish on your wrist. 2, it's not going to fit your wrist, especially if you got like a 7 millimeter wrist, 7-inch wrist and or below. But that's what the watch looks like on my wrist. Is it too big? No, it's in my collection. I own it. I like it. What's up, John? What's up, Julius? Hail Caesar, Oscar. Welcome in, everybody. I'm sitting outside Chick-fil-A right now. I could have sat inside, but I want to be out here in the element, and it's raining. I know, I'm loving it. I'm getting dripped on right now. If it ain't raining, we ain't training. Jay Jones in the building. Always better on Fridays. Ha-ha. E-Mac in the building. And time out. This isn't a sponsored video. It's not a sponsored video, but I do want to say, this. This is a weekend that I will be graduating my leadership course. And I want to give a special thanks to the people in Indy 123. This weekend, I don't know, this is a hidden spot. We'll be out somewhere, don't know where it is. We're gonna be gone for the whole weekend. But this week has been a very interesting and grueling week, and I appreciate all the people that's helped me get to this point, man, inspire me and like inspire me to continue my lives, because it's not been easy. This has been a journey. I've been a part of this leadership program since the beginning of this year. And man, all the coaches, the seniors, everybody that's been helping, man, thank you guys so much. And I know you guys are watching, so salute to you guys. Have a great weekend. Now back to watches. Come on, what's going on, bro? What's up? Now here's the skinny, y'all, because I brought some watches out, man, and I want to tell this story real quick. We get back to this, right? Laurier, Neptune. This is phase 4 is what I call it. And it's getting rained on right now. Y'all see the water drip on this thing. Guess what? This thing is a retro diver. This thing hails back to the 50s. Even though this is a Microbrand, what they did, oversized crown. That is not, look at the crystal on that thing, man. If this scratched up, you have to put polymer on it and rub it out. Rub the scratches and stuff out, man. This is like acrylic. This hails back to the 50s, man. I think it was super dope for them to do this, man. And you know what happened? I remember reading the comments, man. It was like, yo, it don't have a sapphire crystal. It don't have this. And y'all want how much for it? Yo, guess what? $500. This watch is $500. It has a Miyota 9000 series moving in it. It's like 9S Y3 or something like that. Great lume on it. Does not have a date. All dial. Very antique. Very like retro-esque. I think this was the proper move for a watch like this, because like, okay, you don't buy vintage, or you don't want to buy a vintage diver. And if you bought the original Rolex or an Omega or a what was the other watch company that was out? It's escaping my mind right now. The one that's like on value brand at TJ Maxx now. I can't even think of it. But anyway, I'll think of it in a little bit. They came out with a great watch, great product, and they have a number of great products. And I got a chance to interview these people. I will never forget that story, man. This watch, and it got my name on the back of it. Trapvision. Hold on, man. Because I know a lot of y'all that's been rocking with me for a long time. Y'all seen it. Y'all know what it is. But there you go. Trapvision. Had that engraved on the back. Cost me $539 altogether, I believe. That was with shipping and everything. It was money well spent. I enjoy the watch. I enjoy this watch. I still wear it. And as you can see, this isn't the original. This is a strap that that I bought from Straps Co. I wanted to get that. It was inexpensive. But then what about Cincinnati Watch Company? This Art Deco style. This, you see that track running around. You see the water droplets on this thing. It's 200 meters water resistance field watch. It's not like any other watch out there. It's not like your Hamilton, which, hold on, because it's in that category. Y'all know, I told you I got watches in my pocket. I have my Hamilton right here in my pocket, which was a blessing from Trifecta, Jake and the team over there. But both these are field watches. This 38 millimeter, this is a 40 millimeter. I literally watched this watch being tested and everything else. I mean, this thing was running like 1 or 2 seconds per day. It's within chronometer certification. And he tested it, man. He did a pressure test. He did a temperature test. I'm looking at how this dude goes through this, man. I was sitting in the factory, and this bracelet is not the one that came on the NATO strap. But that's beside the point. I can sit and talk specs all day. You know what I like about this watch? That I saw the story. I see the idea, the love behind it, the passion. And it's a business, yes. They making money off of it, yes. Would I want you to go out and buy it? I would recommend it. Like, hey, if you want to watch, and if you're into like watches that have been regulated and they have been treated in the same way a Meta certified watch is, like locally, I mean, it still has a Swiss movement in it, a Salida 200, or no, it's a Salida, what was it? Yeah, it's a Salida 200 no date. So it doesn't have the ghost date on it. Dude, I looked at this watch being tested and how he assembles watches, man. Right there in the factory, right there in Ohio. And I posted it. I showed you guys this watch. Do I want you to go out and get it? Yeah, support. If you like that watch, you have to know if you like it or not. Ben 10, Horology should intimidate. Horology or you, Ben 10? He said it should intimidate. I think in the trap, have rain, sunny days in New York, man. Zodiac, thank you, Zodiac. Yeah, was about to buy it. Yeah, Zodiac, that's the other one. Yeah, thank you, man, I appreciate it. Acrylic does look great. Acrylic does look great, man. But you know, here's the other thing too that I dig into. I got this Nomadic, right? I bought this watch. Now, this falls in the line of your Tudor slash Rolex. It has, I mean, it's a foolproof design. I'm not even gonna hold you, man. The Submariner, hands down, is going to be one of the greatest iconic watches in history. You're not gonna take anything away from that. Rolex is a great company. It is listen, the heritage about Rolex, come on, man. It is. But at the same time, these people coming out here talking about, hey man, this is what you should get. You can't come on, I mean, I guess you can, because it's your channel, you can do what you want to, but like when you come out and say, hey, let me help you forge your collection. Do what I tell you to do so you don't make the mistakes I did. Go this way. And I'm gonna say 90% of the videos that's out on YouTube right now is revolving around the luxury end of the house. And I encourage those that if you can't do it, don't try. I will also encourage you that if you are buying a homage piece, right? And I don't think anything's wrong with a homage, but I'm going to say this. It's not going to scratch the itch until you actually go. I encourage you to go out to an AD. If they treat you bad, just go back. You know what I'm saying? That's just the cost of exploration and discovery. Upon you discovering how this thing is going to go down, go out and look at the watch. I wouldn't recommend that you replace your love for a watch with a what you call that, a homage piece. But then too, you got to think about the value. Like, so for me, I did the same thing, and I'm telling you, now I don't want to sound like I'm contradiction, but I bought this watch for a number of reasons. I do like Panerai, and I have 2 watches that are in the style of Panerai. I saw watching James showcase this watch, right? And he did a spec check, and he put this thing on the time grapher, and the thing was running great. And I was like, ooh, for 140 bucks, I was like, You got the Panerai look, great loom, and this thing is running like a champ. I bought it for 140 bucks. Do I regret it? Nope. Do I still want the Panerai? Yes, I do. This not deter, and this does not replace me wanting a Panerai. And I'm not telling you that you should go out and get a homage. I will tell you to buy what you can afford, but buy what you love. And I saw a video where a cat said, stop buying big watches. You're going to regret it. Tell that to the Invicta community. Tell that to those that like Aragon. There are people right now that will rock a 55mm timepiece. And yes, you can say, if you look at somebody's wrist, you can say, man, that looks completely stupid. You're too small for that. You can have a 6¼ inch wrist and you got a 55mm timepiece on your wrist. That's all wrong. No, that's wrong for you. That is wrong for you. That is all type of wrong for you. But that person feels it is right for them, especially since they've been doing it for years and years upon years, and they have access to other watches. Somebody that picks up an Aragon or an Invicta or a Diesel watch, they are intentional on buying that watch. And that's where the shaming comes in. That's why I'm like, yo, that's crazy. The watch shaming is amazing on here, man. And, you know, it's not going to stop. This live is not to make it stop. This is not to shame anybody, but I'm just telling you, I'm giving my opinion. I'm voicing my opinion on this one. And I also want to talk to that whole, like, as far as all of the YouTubers, Instagram, like the social media people, the black community, yo, I saw a lot of y'all content. I'm not, DDG was just one example, but I saw the content. Man, bruh, y'all can't say nothing about white folks, man, the way y'all acting. Y'all can't say nothing. Nothing, man. That's hypocritical, bruh. The hypocrisy of it all. And if you got the money to buy an AP, bro, look, and then on top of that, what you gonna, like, AP don't care about what y'all talking about. This publicity for them. They love it. This is, man, come on, man. You know how much money it is? And it's helped out Swatch. This is actually helping out the economy with certain people. You know what I'm saying? People that work at Swatch. I know what some of them make. And they got to make bonus, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, hey, to live in New York, think about this. To live in New York and you work at a watch store, an AD, you want to make your money, bro. You got to make your money. You got bills to pay, right? This even if you're passionate about watches over and you working there, but New York is expensive. I went to New York and bought, man, I had pancakes, bacon, eggs, coffee. Bruh, it was like $25. At a diner like this, like Waffle House. Now don't get me wrong, the diner was like, mom and pop type of restaurant, little diner, little cozy spot, was dope. I enjoyed it, you know, I was in there comfortable, nice little music, the customer service was phenomenal. But $25, bro? Come on, man, $25, bro. And then, well, hold up, man. Matter of fact, and I got 2 refills on the coffee. The coffee was actually like $5.93. I still got the receipt, like $5.93, bruh. So that put my total bill up to like $33. Bruh, that's just eating out in New York, man. That's eating in New York. So just imagine what the cost of like your bills and your mortgage, and you're into horology. Hey, AP did people service, man. Everybody get to eat off of this thing that's built around it, man. Look at every YouTube channel. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be an abundance right now. I guarantee you that some of the big YouTubers, some of the mid-sized YouTubers and the smaller ones, even if you got a membership, I guarantee you, if you covered this watch, if you covered AP in that Swatch thing, yo, you're making money. Everybody is getting fed. Everybody's eating off this, man. Man, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. But like, get back into the love of watches, man. You know what? You know what I found out? I absolutely love brass watches. I love these. I love the way this thing's patinaed on here. Combat sub. And some of Glycine stuff will remind you of Tudor. It does. I was looking at it. I was like, man, it kind of looked like a Tudor. And I like Tudor. Would it be a great thing to do, like, you get a watch that the heritage of glycine, 1914, right? Created. So now you have that history for those that are history buffs, those that say, hey, you know what, I can't buy a watch unless the history is there, the horology, I gotta have it. It can't be a AliExpress, it can't be on AliExpress. I don't want it to be on AliExpress. It has to mean something. Well, there you go, right there. And then there's still, I mean, dude, the dive watch is a proven design. One of the most sought after watches. And then I've shown this so many times, but then think about this, man. Gene Kranz wore this watch during the space race. During the space race. That is phenomenal, historical. It's big. But then think about this. Digging into the history of Gene Kranz, you know this man lost his father. His father fought in World War I. And the beginning of World War II, this man and his mom was housing soldiers. His dad is gone, so now a replacement. And so he's used to his father. Now his father's out of there. He was used to listen. I remember I was looking at a video on him, and he said they was sitting there, no TV, they was listening to radio. They was listening to all type of programs. I believe they was listening to the war and stuff. So this kid that's like 7 or 8 years old is used to being around his father, used to this family dynamic of how it works, and now all of a sudden his dad is gone. His dad died. Now he has to continue on, and in his mind he wants to be a pilot, an astronaut, and he did a story on flying to the moon, right? And then he is at the center of the space race, and now this is the watch he wore. You get to buy it. That watch, the remake came out, and people went crazy. They collected it, and then you don't hear nothing else about it. It's gone, right? I'm gonna tell you the one thing about that watch. It's very comfortable. I didn't like the bracelet, so I changed it, and I will continue to change it now to straps. I want to keep it on like either a NATO or FKM. That's just what I want to do. But I think the watch is great to have. It was inexpensive. Tells the time. It reminds me of the 70s, man. It just reminds me, like, from my parents. Those are this type of watch, that open lean dial. I like that. I enjoy that. So this watch, I wouldn't get rid of. You know what I'm saying? I think it was one of the best investments ever. And it wasn't really, I think it was like a 10% discount, the most you can get off that. I don't think Seiko really wanted that watch discounted. But for what you got, it's a great watch. Hey, man. Chick-fil-A coffee ain't bad. Zodiac, huh? Let me get to the comments real quick. What time is it? It's almost saying I'm gonna have to bounce here in a minute. Comments. How is the current economy suffering, affecting your collection purchase and the prices in general? In South Africa, prices have gone up like 40%. Woo! Okay, so yo, I'm gonna tell you how it affects, man. The fact that the cost of like a watch that you really wanted, man, like if it was, because I remember some of the Seikos being $280. My first Seiko, it was like that, $280. Same movement, the NH35, NH36. Now that watch is $480 up to $550, and I'm like, nah. Especially because I like the way I want to collect. There's certain watches that just jump out at me. So yeah, that keeps me away from that. And even though I want to still buy and purchase watches, the way our economy is now, especially the way, like, gas, $5. And man, I'm glad I don't drive a diesel, man. That's $6.80. $6.80 for diesel, man. I saw one spot, it was $7 for diesel. And then, like, the price of stuff. I seen, I went in the toy department yesterday at Walmart, and I was surprised to see the He-Man characters came down to $9.97. I said, wow, that's interesting. But I'm not collecting characters, figures like that. And that doesn't move my life one way or another unless I was, flipping them or something like that. But I do follow some of the character channels, man, collectible channels, and like they're not doing good right now. But that's aside from your daily living. Yeah, the cost has gone up. And chasing the brands, man, is crazy. So yeah. My experience this year, to answer your question, my experience, and this is based off of what people have sent me, either private message or texting me. They're standing steady. They're sitting still on buying watches because the cost is going up, and they're just enjoying their collection. And they like, hey, I have to divert my money to other things because my food prices is going up. I don't go out to eat as much as I used to because, like, I'm not getting paid more, but the cost of living, taxes and stuff, man, property taxes went up. Like that, these things is crazy. This is crazy. So yeah, it has effect a lot. That makes me think twice about picking things up. I don't know, the next emergency might come up. Yeah, that's the other thing too. That was yeah. We had that discussion too. Yeah. And I definitely, what's up, Corey? I highly recommend that, man. Like, if you have a watch collection right now, and then especially for those that you're just getting started, and if you, and I'm gonna throw this out there. If you are not big on history, you just want something that looks good on your wrist. For example, I have this piece right here. This is an Islander, right? Has no significance whatsoever, but this watch came out on the heels of Seiko dropping that that collab with Jaws. This watch is based on a shark. The hour markers are shark teeth. There's an actual shark on the back of this, as you can see. And then in there you see the shark teeth over and over in the pattern. There's no significance to this watch, but it is a fun watch. I got it. It was inexpensive for a high beat movement. I love the way it's constructed. This is a great, like, for me, it's a great vacation piece, but I have been wearing it on a regular basis. I do have shoes that match this. That's the other thing too. Fits my lifestyle. I enjoy this watch. So no story behind this watch. There's no historical value outside of Mark like creating something for people to enjoy. But then I'm gonna make a story behind this watch. This thing is definitely gonna tell, like, be able to tell a story at some point. There's gonna be history. Every one of my watches has a story. And when I go on vacation, whatever I do, I'm gonna have this. When I go scuba diving, I'm taking this watch with me. And I can tell the story about, like, hey, this is the watch I wore during whatever. So that's, yeah. And that's what I am. I'm just enjoying. I haven't bought a watch. I haven't bought a watch in I don't know how long. I found that the European watch community, for example, are not critical of small watches, but they don't like bigger watches. Yeah, they don't. They don't. And unfortunately, there's people that get on YouTube with their channels and they talk against the big watches. And I'm like, yeah, that works for you, man. Like, it's a contradiction a lot of times on here. No, y'all prices are high, bruh. I'm not going to buy a pop. Well, more power to you if you like it. Oh yeah, the pop is out, bro. I'm not buying it. Is that a bronze one? Yeah, that is a bronze watch. Yo, what's going on, bro? Lonely Wrist in the building, man. I've been loving your episodes, man. The Seiko Alpinist is like 300, 1300 over here. I remember when the Alpinist was cheaper than what it was now. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. For a watch, I love the Alpinist. I think the Alpinist is a dope watch. And I remember like 3 years ago, that was the talk on YouTube. Everybody was talking about the Alpinist, man. All the big channels were talking about it. They was killing the game, bro. Killing it. Killing it. It was the most talked about thing. But you know what I hardly ever see? People going back to, like, hey, what was the, like, and I hear this one guy, he always asks people, like, he'll ask them what watch you got on the wrist, and he'll encourage you to give a piece of advice. I think watching Clyde, right? But he always asks, like, what got you started? You know what I'm saying? Why this watch? Why pick this watch? How many people, I don't see too many people going back, doubling back to the watches that they had 3 years ago. You know, especially those watches that come into your channel from other companies. Would you still recommend that watch if it's available? I'll tell you this, as my leather strap gets wet. I don't care. It's being field tested. Yeah. So we gonna hey, okay, so you seeing this live. We gonna see how this watch in rainwater will work. And my Tissot is soaking wet, y'all. It's soaking wet. Yeah, I told you I'm getting rained on. If it ain't raining, we ain't training. And yes, my Hamilton with a 50, I think it was at 50 meters. Getting text messages. Thank you guys for texting. Yeah, you're seeing real time how these watches will respond, and I will review these watches at a later time. Speaking of which, before I get out of here, because I do have to go. Oh, let me see. Oh, I took my watch off. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. I got like 5 to 6 more minutes. So let me just say this. I sat down with Adam Flederman, right? I'm gonna tell you real talk. This is a watch that's not gonna fit everybody. It's not. It's a huge watch, right? It's 40, is it 42 millimeter? Something like that. It doesn't have a bezel, so it looks big. And this doesn't fit. I remember when he launched this watch, man, he got ate up in the comment section, man. Adam got chewed up, bro. He put the information out on Reddit under a different watch, his relationship with Mr. Brosco, the race car driver, Briscoe. And he got ate alive, man. Reddit is not the place to be posting anything. I don't care how great you are unless you're Rolex. But you still have people that criticize Rolex over there on Reddit. But the Flederman Von Reese group got chewed up because it doesn't fit the criteria. It doesn't look like other watches. But I have to say, this is his idea, his rendition. This watch is made right here in Indiana, and it has the heritage of his lineage. And that's it. Everybody that's coming to the table is bringing some type of story. I mean, doggone it, he didn't start back in the day. He's starting now, you know what I'm saying, in our current time. And yes, dates back to Munich. But this is where his lineage comes from, bro. And this is, I'm going to say, a trusted watch source. If you want to have a fun watch on your wrist, and he did not pay me to say this, this is a paid promotion because I bought this watch. And I wear this watch. And this isn't the original strap. He let me get this strap. It came on a gray one. I much rather have that one. And yo, this thing holds up. Beautiful. Love it. Pure mechanical. 53 hours of power reserve on this thing, man. I love the small seconds on this. And this watch has a story behind it. A few people on Reddit criticized this watch. Works for me. Visitor Watch Company, right here in Indiana. Right here. Phil, I sat down with him a couple times to talk to him. Another trusted source of watches that I say is great to look at, great to have in your collection. If you like this style, the lume on it is amazing, man. This watch fits well. I love it. Absolutely. I love my collection, man. I love collecting watches. And then I still got this. I turned this thing into Devastator, man. Look at that purple. Or the Joker. Whichever. Phoebus. Islander. Collab. On a strap habit strap. Which I love. Their straps are amazing. And again, I don't get paid for this. Not a paid promotion. I'm just telling you as a watch collector, this is what I love. And I'm not telling you what to collect. But I will tell you what I've had success with. Hey, that's what it is. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell you what works for me. I will go back and review certain watches. So I've had a relationship with Nomadic, Peter over there, Nomadic. I believe in what they're trying to do. I think they're a phenomenal brand. And these are watches that I love, that I enjoy. So I encourage those that are looking at YouTube, man, do not be discouraged. Don't be intimidated. Don't listen to Ben 10 talking about Horology should be intimidated. No, don't let these people intimidate you, man, out of something that you might like. Don't be embarrassed to post your stuff, man. Go into Watch Crunch or those different forums. Invicta collectors tend to stick to themselves. There's some that will post on Watch Crunch, and I always see those comments where people come in like, why do you like this big watch? Why is it a concern of yours? It's not on your wrist. It's not on your wrist, man. Why are you so concerned? That's crazy. Oh, man. And then you big YouTubers, man, that's out here, man, quit bullying people, man. And if you want to sell your AP because the pop came out, hey, sell it. Matter of fact, do me a favor, sell it for the $300. I don't care if you spent $50,000. Go ahead and sell it for the $300 or $400 that pop's coming out, man. Yeah. Since you big and bad, you want to sell your piece because the common folk get to have an AP on their, oh, not on their wrist, on their neck. Go for it. Go for it. Hey, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I'm about to get up out of here. What's going on, y'all? Welcome in everybody that came in here. Random Rob, happy Friday. No buying watches rest of the year for me. Ooh. Boom. Hey, bro, you got a lot of watches anyway, though. And your watch collection is crazy. It's crazy. I said, it's crazy. Yeah, it is. It's crazy. He said you got a few hundred watches, right? If you want to be remembered for wearing a single watch, which one would it be? This one. This one right here. And this watch comes with controversy now, man. It does, man. Man, bro, in time, I'm going to explain it all. If there's no other watch that, if I was going to be remembered for wearing any, man, I can't really say that because I wear both of these like crazy, y'all. Man, I enjoy both of these watches, man. I've shown this watch so many times, and my wrist checks is always this, and I don't even post on, because I will post this watch every day because I'm about to put it back on. It don't even match what I got on, but I'm putting it, no, hold on. I'm putting my Tissot back on. With the water raining, it's non-screw down crown. Yeah, but if I was going to be known for any watch, There's three that I will actually put out to you guys. It'll either be this Tissot PRX, this Hamilton, and I don't have it with me right now. I just put it in the box. My Glycine Airman. Those are the watches that I enjoy the most. Man, my favorite three watches. If I had to go, I don't think I will ever do a video like if I had to go down 3 watches. That's blasphemous. I will not do no such thing. Coffee's getting cold. Trap is watering the shark. Yo, John in the building. Oh man, I missed out on a lot of stuff. All right, what do you think about AP Swatch Pocket Watch? I think it's necessary for what's going on right now. I absolutely love what it did. I love the shock value of it. I absolutely love the shock value of it. I love the controversy behind it. I love the fact that people are being shown for who they really are. And I can't speak for the white community, but the black community, I will tell you this. Some of you guys that got money, man, you guys, whoo, boy. The moment you open your mouth again about white folks and how they act when they get their riches and stuff like that, bro, I'll be in your comment section like, man, hypocritical, are we? That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, now here's the crazy thing. I'm going to tell you this, man, because I don't talk about this much, but I used to do history stuff on my channel, right? They don't go over very well because people's like, hey, Trap, I come to either watch you talk about Invicta or watches or the lifestyle. Not so much history, but my people have gone through a lot. My personal family has gone through a lot. I have, like, Medgar Evers is a Wiley. He's one of my descendants. If you want to know who that is, man, he's the second member of the NAACP, which has been disbanded anyway, but he was killed right in front of his house. Yes, that's the true story. Yes, he's my family. He's a distant cousin. Yes, I do have family members that look just like him too. Genes go strong. But my thing is this. The history, going back to watches, the history of watches, know what it meant in the first place. Know what you're doing out here, man. You can't take this stuff back. It's on YouTube. It's on social media, man. So all the hypocrisy of the black community, you guys that got money that's out here up in arms about the AP doing it, man, it's a business move. And if you want to sell it, get mad. Sell that thing. Sell it for the same price that the pop is going for. But going back to your question, would I get the pop? Would I? I don't want it. I would have loved to have the rendering though. If the rendering, which I know AP got, man, that hype was crazy. You know, those people that sat in line, that still sat in line. If it's raining right now, that's crazy. You getting rained on. But it'll be over tomorrow. Tomorrow you'll be able to get your pop and enjoy yourself. Flip it for $2,000, and people will spend the $2,000 just to have, historically speaking, just to have AP on something, a timepiece, without having to spend $40,000. So for that, yes, I love it. Magnum Vic in the building. I saw your watch, man. Amazing watch, man. I want the pop. It's stylish and fun. Ha! You ain't getting that pop. Bro, special edition Citizen. Yeah, I saw that thing. That thing is nice, boy. I'm late. Woody Wilson, Woody Wood, what's going on? All right, y'all. Hey, look, I'm out of here. Appreciate you guys for rocking with your boy this morning. I'm out. I got stuff to do. Again, Indy 123, who we be. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you guys for helping me elevate to the next level. Yeah. This has been a journey, and it will continue. I will continue doing this. I will continue doing my channel. I'll continue going live. I will continue pushing the letter. Yes, I love doing this. And I'm out. Until the next lightning strike, y'all. Man, I have a beautiful weekend. Y'all be blessed.